What if greatness wasn't about one big moment? Not the viral post. Not the standing ovation. Not the book deal or the championship ring. But 100 invisible choices, the ones no one sees. The quiet yes when the world isn't watching, the quiet no when comfort is whispering your name. See, we love to imagine that success is a lightning bolt. One flash of brilliance. One perfect opportunity. One grand moment of glory. But that's a lie we tell ourselves, so we don't have to face the real work. Michael Jordan once said it best, you can practice shooting 8 hours a day, but if your technique is wrong, all you become is very good at shooting the wrong way. Think about that. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it, and how often. The truth is, extraordinary is built on ordinary, unsexy, daily habits. Let me ask you, what separates the person who talks about their dreams from the person who builds them? It's the 5 a.m. alarm when your bed is warm, and the world is quiet, and the last thing you feel like doing is the thing you promised yourself you'd do. It's the person who laces up their shoes when no one's cheering. The writer who puts down 1 page a day, not waiting for inspiration, but knowing that books are written in paragraphs, not in bursts of genius. The person who says no to the weekend invite, because they said yes to their future. Let me tell you a few quick stories. There's the woman who chose the 5 a.m. workout over the snooze button. 6 months later, she looked in the mirror and realized she wasn't just stronger physically, she was stronger in every part of her life. There's the man who wrote 1 page a day, just one. A year later, that 1 page turned into a book that changed lives. There's the young guy who said no to the party, and yes to studying late into the night, and 2 years later, he's the one teaching the class. And here's the punchline, nobody claps for that. Nobody throws a parade for cold oatmeal at 4:45 a.m. Nobody gives you a standing ovation for not scrolling TikTok. But that's where the magic is. That's the grind. And that's why Angela Duckworth said, enthusiasm is common, endurance is rare. See, we live in a world that sells us quick hacks and shiny shortcuts, but the real path to extraordinary? It's messy. It's daily. It's a battle between comfort and growth. Seneca said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Let that sink in. Preparation comes from your habits. Opportunity comes from your readiness. And discipline, that's the bridge between the two. Listen, every day, you're in a quiet war. It's not flashy. It's not Instagrammable. But every time you choose progress over perfection, focus over distraction, the gym over the couch, you're casting a vote for your future self. David Goggins calls it the mental callus. You do the hard thing, even when it's boring, even when it's cold, even when you're tired. You build grit in the shadows, not for applause, but because you promised yourself you'd show up. Scripture tells us in Proverbs 13 verse 4, a sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. So, are you going to wish for it? Or work for it? Let me tell you, the person you admire, the athlete, the artist, the entrepreneur, they're not different from you. They just made different choices, daily. They chose to master the mundane. They chose to do 1 more rep. Write 1 more line. Wake up 1 hour earlier. Because the truth is, greatness doesn't feel like greatness in the moment. It feels like showing up when you're tired. It feels like cold oatmeal and an alarm that screams at 4:45 a.m. It feels like making 100 decisions nobody will ever see, until one day, they do. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Will you build the habits no one applauds, so you can live the life everyone admires? Ordinary people become extraordinary by doing small things, consistently, over time. And you're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. So join us here at Echoes of Discipline, where we tell the real, raw, and honest stories of what it takes to build something. Subscribe, share, become part of this community of relentless, disciplined doers.